Hey everyone, this video is going to talk a little bit about fillets and more specifically when you should do your fillets. So generally what I tell my students is that in most cases you want to do your fillets last. So if you have a part like this, okay, so we have 3 total features. We have this original extruded boss base, which I've already built right here. We then have a extruded cut, a circle, and then we also have our fillets. So when you start building this part, once you get to this far, you're going to start to wonder, what do I do next? Do I cut out the circle or do I do the fillets? And like I said, I always tell my students, do your fillets last. But in this video, I want to show you exactly why I tell those students that. Exactly why should you do your fillets last. And the reason why is, I think the biggest reason is because fillets can interfere with your dimensions. So for example, let's say I actually did these fillets right now. So instead of cutting out the circle first, let's say instead I actually did this fillet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fillet off these 2 edges. All right, and now I'm going to cut that circle out. So I'll do an extruded cut. I'll draw the circle. And when I start to do my dimensions, we'll see it has a diameter of 0.75 inches. And we have 2 location dimensions. We have circle to bottom edge, our vertical location, which is 1.5 inches. So we can go ahead and do that. 1.5. Now here's where we run into a problem. So this dimension here, our horizontal location of 1.5 inches, it's from the circle to the right edge of the part. But the problem is, when we go to dimension this, we've eliminated the right edge of the part. Okay, so when we did that fillet, we removed this edge that we would normally use to do our dimensions. And if you were to like click this curved edge right here, you're not going to get the type of dimension that you want. So clearly we've created a bit of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this circle. And I'm going to get rid of those fillets. Okay, so the way you would the way you want to do this part is you're going to want to cut the circle out first. You want to get that done, get those dimensions out of the way before you do those fillets. That way those fillets are not going to interfere with any of your dimensions. So I'm going to go extruded cut. I'll draw my circle. I'm going to put in a 0.75 diameter. And now when I go to do my location dimensions, I can go circle to bottom edge. And when I do my horizontal, I could also go circle to right edge. And you see this right edge, it's still available to us. Okay? Even though we're going to round it off later, it's still available to us now so that we can complete these dimensions. Now I can go 1.5. So I'm actually able to finish off these dimensions, and then I'm able to cut that circle out. So now that I've cut out the circle, then I can go ahead and do those 2 fillets. And you can see, even though I took this edge off, that dimension still remains. Okay, so even though that edge is gone, that 1.5 dimension still works. So the big thing about fillets that you have to remember is that they remove edges. And like we've learned previously, edges are really important, especially for dimensions. You need those edges to do dimensions. And if you start filleting things off, you might get rid of some of those very valuable edges that allow you to do dimensions. Another kind of side effect of fillets is that whenever we do sketches on flat faces. And when you do fillets, what you're doing now is you're removing some of those flat faces. So that can be another negative side effect of fillets. So generally, like I tell my students, generally you want to do your fillets last. Now, not every scenario is going to allow that, but it's a kind of a good rule of thumb. If you can, save the fillets for the end of the part. So hopefully that was helpful. Have a great day.